One thing that I noticed was that Joe Rogan, he kept trying to, he's like, it must be a huge burden, a lot of responsibility to be in charge of such a massive platform and to be in charge of, or to make rules or decisions that impact so many people. And he said this like several times throughout the interview. And every time Mark like never agreed. He was always kind of dodging it. And it was kind of clear, like he did not see the ramifications of how, what an important role that he had or the impact that he was making.
No one can manage 5 billion people or 3 billion people or a billion. It's like the numbers are just, they're so absurd that it's so preposterous. It doesn't make any sense. So like, I would imagine that for your mind, the amount of pressure that's involved in just maintaining, it's like, it has to be like looming over you at all times in the background. Like it's probably very difficult for you to find things that filter that out.
Yeah, I mean,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
There's always stuff to work on, right?
Yeah.
So I think a big part of trying to push forward is maintaining enough control of my time to push on the things that like I believe need to be advanced for the future rather than being reactive.
What is it like having that kind of responsibility? Because it seems to me that that would be an immense burden. You know, as you said, you're controlling the signal of 3+ billion people. That is so astounding to even say.
Well, I think the important thing is that I don't exactly look at it the way that you said. I view our job as empowering people to be able to express what they want and get the content that they want.
I'm sure there has to be some pretty intense conversations about how this is managed and handled, and the burden of that must be tremendous.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of different parts of what you just said. And I think in terms of kind of helping people discover the things that they want, I think that's a pretty different wing of what we do.
What's that been like for you to assume this position and to have this position evolve and spread, and for you yourself to become this insanely successul person who is involved in this social media platform that is so massive? You have all this going on. I mean, am I freaking you out just thinking about it?
No. I've spent a long, it's like breathe deeply. No, I spent a lot of time thinking about this.
I can imagine.
Just like, it's like, why us? Like, what happened that we were the ones who built this? Like,
I always fascinated to like, what is that like for the person who made it? And it's got to be so bizarre to see it just continue to spread. I mean, it's not getting smaller, it just keeps getting bigger, which is nuts. Like there are 3 billion people, it's getting bigger. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, how long do you see yourself doing this? How long do you see yourself running it?
I'm not sure if that'll be the reason. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm probably going to do this for a while just because